In 2017, an anonymous user posted the algorithm of a new technology called deepfake on Reddit. This new technology allowed anybody to manipulate video, image, or audio. In Malaysia, deepfake is unfortunately often used for scams with the aim of financial gain. Paired with deepfake, attackers often use social engineering approaches and emotional manipulation to deceive victims into handing them money. Here's an example. This is Bob. Bob is madly in love with Mimi, a famous singer. Bob regularly posts about his love for Mimi on Facebook. One day, Bob receives a message from Mimi's account on Facebook. Mimi acknowledged him as her biggest fan and wanted to exchange numbers with him. Bob was the happiest man in the world. He couldn't believe that Mimi, the woman he had idolized for 3 years, texted him out of the blue. After they exchanged numbers, Bob and Mimi frequently called, chatting for hours and hours and hours. However, one day, Mimi texted Bob requesting for money as her bank account was frozen. Bob was worried. How could he let the love of his life struggle? However, Bob did not have much saved up, so he contemplated sending the money to Mimi. In a battle of love and money, he chose love, and so he sent a majority of his savings to Mimi. After that, Mimi stopped contacting Bob as frequently. Bob was worried that something had happened to her, so he checked her Facebook profile. And what did he see? Mimi? On vacation? Bob was confused. Wasn't this the same Mimi that begs for money before? Anger boiled within Bob. He rushed to contact Mimi, only to find out that he had been blocked. Confused and defeated, Bob reported this issue to the police. The police investigated the account claiming to be Mimi, only to discover that it was deepfake. Mimi wasn't real, she was just a generated avatar used to trick Bob. Upon knowing what happened, Bob came to terms with his foolishness and regretted sending money to the person he thought was Mimi. Poor Bob. The feeling of betrayal after thinking you found the love of your life is devastating. But let's cycle back. How was Bob manipulated into handing over his savings? Well, the attacker was aware of Bob's love of Mimi, and therefore used her identity to deceive him. Social engineering techniques like love showering, compliments were used on Bob, gaining his trust. Due to Bob's trust in Mimi, he willingly gave all of his savings to her during her time of need. Now, how do we prevent this from happening? In this day and age, identity theft is extremely common and easy due to deepfake technology. Always ensure that the entity that you are communicating with is genuine and trustworthy. And, unlike Bob, never send large amounts of money to people you do not know.